Hi everyone, we are in the garden. It's a glorious day. This is Matt from the future bringing you guys another home renovation video. And the reason why I say that it's Matt from the future is because I'm filming this right now, but we're going to be jumping back to December of 2024. And that's where we left off from the previous renovation videos. I do recommend, if you are just tuning into this now, go and watch the previous ones because it will lay a lot more context to everything that's going on. But today we're jumping back to December. I've got a few clips to show you to give you an idea of where we were at along with the renos. And then I'm going to be jumping back and I want to explain a tiny little bit of what's going on with our kitchen reno because I didn't really talk about that too much yet. But I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what we did. You're going to be seeing in this video a lot going on with the kitchen and also the first furniture going into the house, which is really exciting. So enjoy the beginning. You guys will be seeing me in a little bit. Okay, you might be able to hear it. Today is the big reno day. There is a million people here. I'm going to take you downstairs and tour you through some of the spaces. They're not finished, but they are coming together. Today's the day that we're also hopefully going to be putting in all of the furniture. We have a chandelier being hung. The kitchen island is being finalized. There's so many things. Yes, there's painting a wall. There's so much going on. I want to take you guys downstairs and I want to show you guys around. There is so much excitement in the air. It's just before Christmas. We're trying to get the house wrapped up so we can have our first Christmas here as a family. Let's go take a look. Here we go. As we go downstairs, we have my dad doing the skirting boards. Busy at work. My mum is painting right here. Then lots going on here through the kitchen. Look at the legs of the kitchen and it looks so good. But lots going on in here. I don't want to disturb too much. Chandelier going on in here. And then if I squeeze around, I'll show you 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒘. Look at the light here today. What a gift this weather, Dad. What a gift this weather. And then we have 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐. Hard at work, Mr. Painter 𝒋𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐. It looks good. Yeah, looks really nice. Oh yeah, don't do that. It's gonna need 2 coats, but yeah, but it looks good. In on a little secret, and that is that therapy is the best investment you could make in yourself ever, full stop. I have been in therapy now for over 5 years and it's completely changed my life. Having someone to talk to, guide you through life, through the difficult times, through challenging situations, having someone there to listen and give you the right tools is game-changing. Which is why I'm excited that today's paid partner is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a mental health platform that provides direct online counseling and therapy. Starting your journey is quite simple. All you have to do is answer a couple of questions to make sure BetterHelp can match you to your therapist. Typically, you'll be matched with a therapist within 48 hours. Now, one of the benefits I really love about BetterHelp is that it's mobile. It's really difficult to have a therapist be planned into your everyday life and stay consistent with it. That's why BetterHelp lets you pick how you want to interact with your therapist and when. So when it comes to the scheduling, when it comes to whether you would like to have phone calls or texts, whether you would like to do it from your laptop. And it also doesn't matter if you're busy traveling for work like I do. BetterHelp lets you stay connected and reach out to your therapist when you need it. If this is what you've been looking for, then don't wait. Head to www.betterhelp.com/Harnacke, and in doing so, you'll receive 10% off your first month. Thank you again so much, BetterHelp, for being today's paid partner. And now back to the perfect. Yeah. Look at this whole pulley system here. There it goes. You can already see the crystals underneath. That looks so nice. Is there a general rule of like how high it should be compared to the ceiling height?
Look at the room and then we make the doorpost. You know,
Yeah.
I would put some level there. Maybe do that. Otherwise, it's also what the clients prefer.
Yeah.
Because you're tall.
Exactly. And my brother's even taller and he visits, so.
Not 2 meters high?
2 meters. He's 2 meters.
2 meters?
Yeah.
Okay. I will make it like this.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
And then we take the conversation.
Yeah.
If you like this one.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, sorry, no pressure. Yeah, this is what everyone's excited to see. We have a full audience. Wow.
Wow, that's also.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I think it's actually my favorite one out of anything we've had yet. Even out of the one we have in the other room, this is my favorite for sure, I think. Yeah. I think you kind of pointed this one out, actually. Yeah. And this one you said was also converted from a candle chandelier into...
You see the wires are about, outside the frame. The electricity wasn't there, so they put on real candles. And we made them because they in the past they made some holes in it for the electricity. So it will be it's different state from Electra till candles. So it's a very old one.
It's seen a lot of lives.
Yeah.
I think the height is perfect. I think the height is really good because this is also a walkway. So
I think if you have lower, you have to. I will measure it. I think it's 220 something.
Summer when the sun is coming in.
yeah, it's gonna be really nice. We're back in the future. I just wanted to discuss with you guys a little bit on the kitchen reno. Now, this is something that Yes and I talked a little bit about in the previous video, but you guys are going to be seeing quite a big difference in how the kitchen is shaping up in the next couple of clips. Our idea for the kitchen was pretty simple. Jesse has all his life wanted a kitchen island. I like kitchen islands too, but Jesse has always wanted a kitchen island. So we kind of knew going into this space that we had a big enough kitchen to really own the space. We knew going into this reno that that was probably going to happen. And how the kitchen was laid out before was there was a small kitchen island and a small seating area. And Jesse was a little bit apprehensive about only placing a large kitchen island because he said, I really like the idea of eating in here. And I always try and think about like how we're going to use spaces. That's really important for me. And the fact that this is quite a large house, I told Jesse, I said, listen, I think we should really designate this room as a kitchen. We can do like breakfast stools at the kitchen island. You can still sit here. But I said, if we put a dining table in here, we're not going to use the rest of the house. You're going to grab your laptop and go in the kitchen. You're going to do everything in the kitchen. And then it's a shame because you start to miss out on living and experiencing the rest of the house. So I said, you know, it is nice to have a table in there and I enjoyed it too. But I said, trust me on this. We're going to use so much more of the house if we spread our areas out. Like, let's not compact everything into the one room. Let's give ourselves a space to breathe and to utilize every room and enjoy every room. Luckily, he trusted me on this. So what we decided to do is we reached out to a company here in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, that do bespoke kitchens and bespoke woodwork. And we went to them and I said to them, I said, listen, we were looking to do a really traditional kitchen island, but something very, very large. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the drawings in a second, the initial sketches. I said I sent in some mood board photos that I had of this kitchen that I really liked. And for the color scheme of the kitchen, I think Yes and I straight away, we really enjoyed how we did our kitchen at our old house. It was kind of this muddy white. So we kind of knew we would want to replicate that on the cabinets, but we wanted the kitchen island to be in like a raw dark wood. I feel like because we have big old dark wood floors in the rest of the house, it would really tie together. And because we changed also the floor of the kitchen into a Carrara marble and bluestone, the kitchen floor that was there previously was not original. It was only placed there like 20 years ago. And some tiles had shifted and it was just time for it to get changed. We would never remove or touch anything that was original. So this floor was 100%. We have the records also from the previous owners, was not original. It was orange kind of terracotta tiles that were there before, which worked really nicely for how the kitchen was then because it was kind of this raw yellowy wood. But once we would start to introduce the dark tones and dark woods, it would clash, definitely. And also we had some fixing to do on the floor as well. So we had decided on the new floor, we were going to do this dark oak wood on the island. and we were, for the countertops, going to change all the existing countertops to match the kitchen island, and we were going to do a faux marble. Now, in our previous house, we did a real marble countertop, a real Carrara, white Carrara marble top. I will say this to anyone, even though it's the most beautiful thing ever, it is such a soft stone. You look at it, it's scratched. You accidentally drop something, it's stained. You have to be so careful, watermarks, everything. And it's just not practical for a kitchen. So we ended up going with a Techni stone, which means it doesn't scratch. You can place quite hot things on it. It doesn't stain. And it looks actually pretty similar to Carrara marble. Now, these are the first drawings that we did. This was the concept of the island. You can see it is large. It's very large. I think the kitchen island is 1.4 meters wide by, it'll be on the drawings you guys are seeing. Was it 3 point something? I don't know, it's huge, it's really large, but we wanted it to just own the space. And also because you guys know we have the aga in the kitchen, and that's something that is used really heavily in the winter, especially because it provides a lot of heat for that room. But in the summer, it does heat that room a lot. So we decided to put an electric induction unit in the island. That way, if we wanted to ever switch the aga off in the summer, we could. And we also placed an oven in the island and a small wine fridge. Even though Jess and I are not big wine people, we were like, we might live to regret that later on. Even if you just put other drinks in there, it's really handy to have. But you guys will be seeing it in a second. I think it turned out pretty good. It's the mother load. Well, it's not small. Let me go through here. Dad, the mother load is here. There she is.
You can put on this one, this one. Oh, okay. Oh. Fuck. Look. Heavy.
First one's in. Looks really good. Here there's a hole for where the cooking induction unit is going. Over here we've already installed. So you can see, I hear screaming, which means that the other piece is coming. My dad's working on finalizing the sink.
Yeah, better.
This one, okay. Can you put it look at?
Okay, I'm gonna do it. No, right, go, play that. Yes.
Get on here. We're nearing the end.
One nice thing with your mom here as well is that I do know, even though everything is very dirty now, it won't last for very long.
No,
She is always on top of it.
my mom will be cleaning here in no time. Today is an exciting day. Good morning, everyone. We are in the midst of trying to get the rooms that have been worked on and prepared cleaned. And that is because we are finally putting in the first pieces of furniture into the house. Shall I show you maybe first what things are looking like now? I think that's a good idea. You can see that everything is not finished, basically, but we have gotten quite far. We're just missing some of the sockets. I still have not found the right ones. We have, for the switches, gone for these like brass finishes. I can show you on this side as well. Let's do that now, actually. I bought non-dimmable LEDs. I was like, oh, these are so much cheaper for this pack of 6. Yeah, they're not bloody dimmable, so that's probably why. But yeah, so this was a trial one to see the style. Hate it, absolutely hate it, so that's not gonna work. The skirting boards have gone on, but they still need to be filled at the top. So power socket's still not in. The shelves are still getting painted, so they're not in yet. But the space as a whole is pretty much finished. I can show you in here because we've uncovered the floor. There is some touch-ups to do here from some of the paint, but for the most part, everything is finished and painted and looking quite nice. So this room, and this room, which my mom is mopping currently, that door still needs to be finished. But the skirting boards are in, chandelier still going strong. Everything here seems to take like twice the amount of time that it should. I don't know how it happens, but there's constantly like jobs that need to be done, which then leads to another job, which leads to another job, which leads to us being like, what, 3 days before Christmas and not even having furniture in here. Anyway, back to it. So as you will remember, we did have that big delivery from 𝒂𝐻𝒏𝒆𝒚 come in. The couches and some of the other things are in here. Got some other stuff in here, got some other chairs in the laundry down there. Then we have some furniture upstairs from our old house. And Yes and I brought a truck full of stuff also from our current house where we rent at the stables. So we do have some bits and bobs that will fill up the space. Obviously it won't be everything. This will be like a step-by-step thing. But the space will be getting a little bit more cozy and filled today, which is very exciting. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is getting some of the paintings and art on the walls, because obviously right now it's still quite empty. So that will be really nice when we can start to get some of those pieces in. Also in here, just wish that bloody door was in, because it's gonna bother me. She is at it with the vacuum. Are you excited to get the furniture in?
Yeah, very excited. These people have lived through hell.
Yeah, my parents have had quite a rough time here, but...
How can this be so dirty?
We are the parents of the year.
Yeah, literally.
Think of the 10 years.
We have some paint that's also on the tiles that we need to get off, but that will be done at a later date.
Open your camera in your hand.
No. Okay, it's my turn to start helping. We're gonna touch base again once we actually have the furniture going in. That's the exciting part, and that's the bit you guys want to see. So we'll get it all ready for you. Install day was upon us. I had pushed everybody to make sure we were hosting Christmas last year, and I wanted just a couple of spaces to feel a bit more put together for the holidays, like just so we can sit down and have a bit of a relaxed time. No, not everything was finished and we weren't 100% ready. We didn't have all the furniture for all the rooms, but we had some furniture and it had to go in the house. So install day came and it was finally time to start placing some of these items throughout the house. I will say it was quite stressful because Yes and I had a really busy schedule leading up to Christmas. So we had like bits of times to be able to do this work, but not a lot of time. So in my head, I had like romanticized the whole idea, like, oh, this is going to be just such a beautiful, exciting time placing all the furniture. In reality, we were like running around, like looking at the clock, having to go other places. And anyway, it was what it was. But either way, I think the beginning stages and the skeleton of the home coming together started to look amazing. And I was so happy with all the products that we had purchased, except for a couple of things, which you guys will see in a second. Okay, we're gonna get the first carpet. It's happening. It's very heavy. I think they're like, because the carpets themselves are really big. Mom! My mom's filming and she just nearly fell on her face. Mom.
Also, I am very excited. I'm just a little bit sick. It's like a dead body.
Oh my God, I can't even move it. Yes, so get up!
Wait, there was another carpet. Oh, yeah.
We don't have time for this. I think we have to both grab
Just put it on our shoulder like this.
Okay, I'm just gonna carry it like this. All right. I don't remember which way it has to go, if it has to go like lengthways or sideways, so we have to see.
Don't fall, yeah? Hey!
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. It's the weight of it all. Okay.
I'm warm already.
I know, I'm gonna have to take this gilet off because it's far too warm. Oh, do we have to take our shoes off now? Yeah, but it's not possible, Mom.
It's fine.
Okay. We have to open it this way.
Do we want to wait for your dad and first put the carpets in each room?
No.
My God, it's a bit much.
Can you open it this way? We don't know yet if these will be the final choices for the carpets, but this is what we have so far. Right.
It's quite soft. Large and in charge.
Okay, let's square her up a little bit.
Yours need to go higher.
I don't know if I want it centered or not. And it could be that it's just not the right size, but we just need to see.
You mean that it's too big?
No, it's not big enough, maybe.
Not big enough? You don't want to have like a full carpet, no?
I don't know yet. We need to see how it's gonna all work and flow.
I don't think like this.
I think probably the other side was better.
We just need to think if we wanted to hug that side of the room or this side of the room. Well, you have to see with stuff on it. If you don't like it, we can return it. We have a 100-day policy. Right, this is the next one.
This is kind of cute and a bit more less intense, let's say.
This is the carpet for the garden room.
Or the breakfast room could work maybe.
Yeah, yes, I liked it for the breakfast room and it could work there as well. Let's just try it in here first.
I think it's going to be too big with the hole.
No, I had measured it. Okay. We do need to still go a tiny bit more.
We don't have those couches yet, but it's quite nice, this one. It's different than what we used to have, no?
I mean, it's still like a similar style to what we had. We just have to...
You still know if all the carpets are way too big for the spaces.
But the couches have to sit on the carpet.
That's true.
You're seeing everything empty still. Oh my God, I'm sweating. We can always do something similar in here to that.
I think this is just a bit, to me, a bit much.
That's fine. We don't have to
But
love
maybe it will
everything.
work with this stuff. I don't know, but this one is quite nice.
It's the wrong
I'm just
size
a
for sure. This
Just a
is
simple kind of guy.
it's for sure the wrong size. This,
But do you want it bigger?
yeah.
Even bigger? Then you might as well put carpet on the floor.
It has to sit underneath. Otherwise, we have to do 2 carpets.
Well, I think only one.
Or then it has to be small.
Yes. Just nice to have some floor, no?
Okay. Well,
But let's see.
let's get the other one. Yeah. This one is the really heavy one. This is the high quality one for the main living room. Oh.
You right?
Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Right.
And this is a bit nicer, a bit softer.
Well, that's why we chose it for here
Oh
also.
wait, this one was the one that was first to blue, right?
Yeah. Okay, can you get off it? No, get off it for a second. I just would like to straighten it up a little bit already. Yeah.
What happens if the fireplace squirts on it?
Wow.
Now this is better.
There she unfolds. Yeah, that's fine.
The couch is 270.
Yeah, this is almost 3 meters. So that will fit fine. Okay, then I think...
Can't believe the day has happened.
Now is the couch time.
maybe we put, just for now, the leather couches and stuff in that room, because we don't know yet what we're
You
going
don't
to do.
want to leave it there?
We can't, because everything has to come out of there. So I think we just move that. And these chairs are going in the main living.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, they are quite heavy, aren't they? Careful.
I think the leather here looks very nice. Wow.
Yeah. Bit by bit. 1, 2, 3. It's quite sharp underneath here, isn't it? Sorry, Dad. Father. Alright, so now with the full moon or with the rain, I can spot some deer.
Maybe we bring that coffee table in here and the 2 chairs.
Do we first want to put the carpet on the right spot, or is this the right spot?
I think it's the right spot from what I've seen. This will need a clean later, but... Don't look at our posture while we do this, because it's probably horrendous.
It's a shame to put on top of the nice design.
Yeah, but you will still see it. It will still be there. Okay, let's get those 2 chairs.
It's like a...
Here. Okay, chairs which will need a dusting. Wait, there's one that... Okay, yeah, this one is for this side. We can move it. It's not difficult.
This is nicer, I think, no?
Yeah, we just need to see what it's like with the couches.
Imagine it's the wrong color.
It only comes in one color, luckily. We are opening it, it's on its side right now. So this is the back of the couch, just so you know.
So...
That's fine.
How then?
No, it's okay, we can do it like this.
It needs to be open anyways, and then we can put it on its normal side, I think. I might cut off these frizzles.
It does just come off.
By accident.
Hmm?
I might cut off these frizzles by accident.
Now let's rock her back.
What is big?
But we need to put it on
Yeah.
fringe. It's called the fridge. Okay. Will this fit through the door?
I'm laughing.
Okay. Luckily it doesn't have any legs. Oh!
Ah, my toes!
It looks really nice. There's lots of space to sit, that's for sure.
It's really big. I didn't remember it this big, but they were really nice and comfy.
Yeah.
And it is very comfy. It also works nicely with the split is in the middle of the door there. See?
Yeah. And it's not too high, so you get to see through to the other room.
And here's the couch.
The reveal.
They're really nice. I don't mind the frizzles anymore.
See? Told you.
No, I said I don't mind them anymore. I first didn't like them.
I think it suits the space.
Okay. So, hoppa.
I think it looks really nice. Okay, things got very warm. I had to change. As always, it's a trust the process kind of situation. I see everybody's like brain and everyone's heads turning, and I said, you know, we don't have finalized pieces yet. We're kind of working with what we have for now. Different coffee table, different chairs. The space is gonna work. The colors look good, especially now when I see it with slightly brighter light. Let me show you guys.
Beautiful.
It actually looks really nice.
You know what is now was one of my favorites with this couch is the color, and then the bright door there looking into the meadow.
Yeah, that looks really good. But it looks pretty. Also with the, just this is something we're gonna have to work on and change. Now, let me show you what we've done. We've taken this carpet from in here. This space is not as urgent right now because we're actually not gonna be fully using it yet. And we've put it in here, which looks, I think, really nice. And we've also put this console table that was from our old house here, which is working quite nicely. Now, Jesse and I are gonna, I think you have to pull that corner now.
Where?
This one.
Into what way?
Away.
No, because it was very uneven.
Yeah, but if I'll step on this so it doesn't move. Yeah, that's right, no? But we're gonna place the eating table, the small breakfast table here with 2 chairs either side. And then the leather couches we will for now bring in here. At some point.
I don't know, why will we bring them here?
Because who's gonna sit there?
Me.
The thing about that room now is that it's cold because it's...
No, it's fine.
Now it's sunny in the daytime.
Let's see, let's first just do the...
Yeah, but we're gonna get the table now first, pop it in here, and see what that's gonna be looking like. Here we are.
Extend it.
Breakfast. Oh, then it has to go the other. It has to turn.
I think that table is made for here. It is quite difficult making a space like nice.
Yeah, of course, it's a real art, and it takes time. It's not like a one and done, you know? Is it in the hole? This one here. It's gonna have to go a little bit more back. Yeah. Okay, it's been about an hour. Yes, and I had to take a debrief, a moment to realign every single chakra we have in our body. Let me just show you guys where we're at for now. Let me just show you. So this is the living room right now. We've popped this little shelving trolley unit, which a lot of this stuff will not stay here permanently, but we've just found it at a home for now. The dog bed has broken this space up because I still don't think this is exactly what we need. Maybe with colors breaking it up, it will work, but that texture works quite nicely in here. And I've got my first other 𝒂𝐻𝐿's light here. I think I will place the other one just over there. That way it kind of hugs this couch a little. The couches look absolutely fantastic. They are great. Also from 𝒂𝐻𝐿's, definitely recommend. I believe they're called the Madison. They're really large. They're nearly 3 meters long, so bear that in mind. Right, so moving through here, we've got some more space. We've got this room. We have one of the leather couches. These will be, most of the leather stuff will be for the office. But for now it's in here. Really like this kind of rattan carpet that's going on. And then through here, Yes is just making some lunch. But we have, I hate the feeling of a room without a carpet. It really changes the whole feeling. But we might try that initial carpet again, now that we have a couple more things. Just, again, this stuff will not really remain like this, but we need to put it somewhere and we need to live in this space. So for now, it's just going to be arranged like this, I think. But I like having like a table and chairs there. I like that. These swivel chairs are also from 𝒂𝐻𝐿's. They're actually super nice. One of my favorite pieces we have in here so far. And look, you get to have like a little peek over into the other room. It's coming together slowly. It's coming. It's just so much bare floor in here that it's not working for me just yet. We need to find something. And then of course, getting some art on the wall, having that door, that will be nice. This console table that we put here, it's actually not bad in here. Yeah, we haven't shown you guys the kitchen yet, but it's come a long way. But I think we will do that at a later stage. That's a little sneak peek. The console table is actually, I think, a good size for this room. I thought first it would be nice in the great hall where the staircase is, or the big hall. I don't really know what to call them because there's a few halls. I don't know. Anyway, that's besides the point. But we are slowly getting there. I mean, having the curtains in here will completely change the face of everything. You guys will remember also that I was telling you that these lampshades were not it. So I've ordered this one to try, and I think that's going to be the one I know that's going to be the one we go for. They're just from Amazon, actually. So I've ordered a bunch more to change all of them. But yeah, piece by piece, we are getting there. Also getting some cushions on the couch will help soften things, and we're going one step at a time, but I'm I'm liking where it's going so far. A lot of times you have in your head like a certain vision for a space, and it's quite overwhelming when it starts to come together, and it's really like a jigsaw puzzle. I feel like you just have to keep playing with it until you land on that like combination that just works, and then you start to build. And that's what we've tried to do by just playing around with a bunch of stuff. And I do think it's getting there bit by bit. But yeah, a couple more things to unpack and keep going. So we'll be updating you guys. We actually have an early Christmas day with Jesse's family this afternoon. It's been, my schedule and Jesse's schedule has been so hectic, and I hate when people say that when I watch stuff, but we've barely had a moment to actually enjoy anything and be able to like just dedicate a day. You know, when you just like are decorating and you think, okay, I'm just going to dedicate this whole day to doing this, take my time, sit down, have a coffee, talk, try again. That's not possible today. Unfortunately, it's not that kind of day. But I want to get a little bit more bits and bobs done before we have to head out. But what I'm seeing so far, I'm liking. We are heading in the right direction. So you guys might be hearing Jesse and I we're like a little bit unsure about a couple things, but that's because, especially for the breakfast room, we were working with so many pieces that are not meant to be in that room. Like technically, actually nothing that is in that room is supposed to stay there. You guys will be seeing in the next videos how that room has evolved. So it was quite difficult to be like, oh my God, this is amazing, because it was not the final product. We just needed to have some furniture in there to make the space work. But overall, I was really, really, really happy with how things started to come together. And we actually ended up having a beautiful Christmas all together here. It's always funny because my family is spread out throughout all of Europe. My parents are in Italy, my brother's in London, we're in the Netherlands. And it always seems that our house ends up being the hub where everybody comes together. And I find that to be such an important thing. So for me, really what the priority was making sure that everybody could be comfortable here. I'm not sure it was the most comfortable Christmas for everyone because my brother was on an air mattress and all this kind of stuff. And half of the house is like a building zone still, but we did our best and we had an amazing time. But if you guys already saw how all these spaces have changed since then, which you guys are going to be seeing that very soon, it already looks like a completely different place. So I'm excited to tour you around a more finished looking house. And I also have a video coming out very soon about all the fencing that has just been finished outside. I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but there is demolition going on in the barn. There's a lot going on around here. I think we're a couple of months out, maybe 2 months out from the outdoor arena being installed. So there's lots going on. I will be giving you guys one more interior update on the house, and then we're taking a very small break. Actually, no, there's one more room we're working on, and then we're taking a very small break through summer to focus on the barn. And you guys are going to be seeing everything that goes on in the barn. And then in October, we pick back up with the house, start upstairs, and keep going and show you everything, and the other side of the house, of the ground floor as well. But okay, that was chaos. These videos always are. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you thought of the initial furniture and the new chandelier, the kitchen. Let me know down below. I always love reading your comments and hearing what you guys think. It's fun because I feel like sometimes you guys say in the comments you live vicariously through us, but I live vicariously through your reactions as well and your excitement for us. And it's such a supportive and nice community. So yeah, I always check the comments. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Bye.